as you can see, guys, these are brands that have been taken and replicated with the same principles that I have spoken about here in this sheet. If you follow these principles, if you stick to them, then you will have the most successful brand possible. What is going on, guys? It is David Godoy here today with a video on how to build $1 million brands with Facebook ads. Today, I'm bringing you a video that is concise and direct to the point on how to build a brand that will transcend over that $1 million mark, and what are the requirements, what are the needs to get there. And I'm going to go over all of this, starting with the product selection, which is one of the most important parts of, if not the most important part of this system right here. So your product needs to be far beyond your product research needs to be far beyond spying on competitors. If you solely rely on just spying on your competitors, then you need to expand on your methods, because the main way, the main thing to look for a winner, and especially something that you can brand, is a product that has a lot of rarity and nuance, something that hasn't been seen in the marketplace so often, something that provides a unique angle, that is a fresh angle to people that they've never seen before, something shocking, perhaps, if I can explain it like that. So that's one thing, and a niche you fully understand, and their customer and that mindset, something you could put yourself behind, and you can understand exactly where that product's coming from. You could put yourself in the customer's shoes. You can identify what are the key needs, what are the key components that would make the customer finalize their purchase, what would push them further to click on that add to cart and check out. So it needs to be a product in a field you can improve upon, and that'd be introducing new marketing angle, solutions to common objections, and introducing a competitive offer. All these three things are highly important. That's how you stay king, and that's how you build a brand, basically. And I'm going to go over what Facebook brings to the table. Facebook is a proven platform, right, that brings consistent sales for months, even years on end. So as you guys know, in the current atmosphere, TikTok is a powerhouse, and Facebook is still there. Facebook still performs really well. It's proven to be consistent. If you want to build a powerful brand, Facebook is still the place to do so. Facebook is one of the best platforms to solidify your brand. So it's systems to ensure success I'm going to cover. You need to have a solid front end in place. Constant new fresh angles towards your marketing. New creatives, whether it be custom content put together with a video creating service or self-made content. And as I said before, coming at the market with a new fresh angle, a new fresh perspective, putting it out there every week with new creatives, that is an ultimate edge that you have over everyone. So if your content aligns with the vision of the product, and you make sure that it is congruent with everything from point A to point C, your product page makes sense with your video makes sense with your whole marketing strategy. If it is congruent, then you are set to have a better chance with your brand. Content has to align. It has to be congruent with the brand that you are showing to your customers. The moment a customer purchases your product, they are depositing some sort of trust in you. And the way that you reflect that is with transparency and congruency in your video ads, in your product page, all across your funnel. So a well-written copywriting that understands the customer's niche, speaks to them in a way that they can relate to, and in other words, that it feels organic to them. So as I mentioned before, if you can place yourself in the customer's shoes, if you study a little bit more about that niche, you can perfectly place yourself behind that customer's ideals, and you can quickly figure out what is the key components that they need to be answered, and it just makes the shopping experience a lot better for them. And it is something very important to highlight here. A solid back end in place. Post-purchase upsells with either similar products or the same one as advertised for a discount with a thank you offer. So apps I use are Reconvert and Sweet Upsell. Post-purchase upsells are very important. The reason why is because once you set up these systems of post-purchase upsells, it just increments and increases your average order value, and it gives you a higher margin for customer acquisition. And with Reconvert, Sweet Upsell, when the customer finally checks out on the store, they see a thank you offer for 20% off, either for 20% off, 30% off, 40% off. And what it makes, and it incentivizes the customer to purchase that product or a similar one, whatever you decide to offer. So email marketing sequences in place for abandoned carts and post purchases. Email marketing is very underestimated, and I cannot stress enough how important it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
How important it is to have a solid email marketing behind your brand, because when you are advertising, it is cold traffic what you have. Right after a customer makes a purchase, you have warm traffic at the end of the funnel. And what better way to take care of that warm traffic than with email marketing sequences? It is very important to learn the ropes of this, because with email marketing, you have a warm lead. You have customers that have friends that have they have family members that they can share the product with. And when you incentivize customers to share, when you send them a discount, when you send them an appreciation letter, they will just remember your brand with much more clarity and with a higher regard even. So email marketing is very powerful, and it is a key component to building your brand. So it is also critically important improving shipping speeds. As you make more volumes in sales, you have more leverage over your suppliers. This is very true. When you're making more than 20 sales, you have more leverage over your supplier. When you're making higher volumes, you're in place to negotiate with your supplier, whether it be faster shipping speeds, better quality control for the product, or even branding the product as well for a very low cost. It is very important to make sure that you use your leverage, because you are providing them with business. The most important thing for a supplier is to get rid of the inventory, and who better than you to help them on a daily basis push inventory out, and they equally need you as much as you need them. So it is very important to solidify your relationship. This creates a positive domino effect. Having better shipping helps your team greatly with customer support, as you deal with less and less issues with shipping, slow shipping speeds, and quality control where the product is not inspected and it comes out broken to them. So you will be dealing with a lot less headaches, and this is part of building a brand, guys. You are strictly focusing on quality, and in turn it will give you a better relationship with your payment processors, which is key. PayPal will be off your back. All the other payment processors will trust you a lot more, and it will give you more liquidity to your business, which you can see your profits much faster, and you can reinvest that to continue expanding forward. So when you begin to improve upon all of the details that I've provided, you see the positive effects that this has. You have a better relationship with your payment processor, which leads you to have better liquidity, seeing your profits much faster, reinvesting that into your business if you decide to go for a second brand, if you decide to make this first brand even bigger, whether it be searching for custom content, UGC, getting an influencer involved, so many things you can do. And then the positive domino effect just quadruples and moves on. This is where, at least myself, I notice and I can tell that based on these benefits, the amount of effort that takes, it isn't easy. But with these benefits, the fact that you open new doors for yourself, new opportunities, and it's limitless, the amounts of benefits that you receive in the end, then you realize that if you had to do it over and over again, it would be completely worth it. Today we've done $1,075.25 in revenue. I'm going to refresh these. I'm going to refresh this so you guys can see how the store is doing today. And so you guys can also see that these results are real as well. So I'm going to go back to April 2nd to up to now, so you guys can see exactly how much the store is made. So as you can see here, the store is made $489,000, $489,329.21 after 10,000 orders. And this is, guys, this store has even more room for growth. And I'll show you quickly another brand that is doing really well also. This one has made over, so you can see here, refresh the page. This one's doing, so I can go back to March last year, starting March last year, from the 1st of March up until now. This store has generated $395,078.91. As you can see, guys, these are brands that have been taken and replicated with the same principles that I have spoken about here in this sheet. And if you follow them, if you follow these principles, if you stick to them, then you will have the most successful brand possible. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, leave a comment, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I'll be more than glad to help you guys out. I'll get to you as soon as I can. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and peace, guys. Take care.